I'm old enough to remember that whenever you said a company is meant to make money and not push political propaganda, you were called a racist and a sexist. And now suddenly, out of nowhere, Google CEO says that Google is shifting their culture because it's a business and it's not for political propaganda. What is going on? Now, not a lot of people are talking about this right now, and this is a very interesting story that I'm not obviously going to say Google has changed, Google is based. I don't think that's happening at all, but this is a very interesting situation that we have right here. Now, this is from CNBC, and this is the video that I saw that was talking about all of this. We're going to watch this, and we're going to react to it, but it's a very interesting dynamic we have right here, so let's check it out.
Alphabet CEO Sundar Pichai announcing this big company reorganization in a new memo, consolidating teams to help develop AI products more quickly. But he also hinted at a new type of workplace culture for Google. Deirdre Bosa has the details in today's Tech Check. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Carl, good morning. So let me give you a bit of context. Google has really been the poster child of cuddly tech culture, kombucha on tap, masseuses on staff. That's the softer side of it. But also, for many years, it tolerated an openness for employees to bring social, political causes to work, mix ethics and business. Its founding mantra, even a biggest example of this, don't be evil. But we are increasingly seeing a tougher Google and a tougher Sundar Pichai at the top, necessitated perhaps by this increasingly competitive race in AI. Pichai just sent a note to employees outlining how he is going to streamline the business to simplify structure, improve velocity and execution. But the most interesting part of his memo that came at the end of it, he wrote, and I'm quoting him here, "This is a business, not a place to act in a way that disrupts coworkers or makes them feel unsafe, to attempt to use the company as a personal platform or fight over disruptive issues or debate politics." And guys,
what is happening? This is the thing that we have been saying for years about these companies. And now you have the Google CEO literally repeating talking points from toxic YouTubers like me and many others saying this. Again, let's read that one more time. This is a business, not a place to act in a way that disrupts coworkers or makes them feel unsafe, to attempt to use the company as a personal platform or to fight over disruptive issues or debate politics. What the hell is happening right now? I have to believe that there is more to this than just what we're seeing. I don't believe this on the surface. I believe that there is far more going on, but wow, what a statement right there. Let's continue on.
Guys, this was a not so veiled nod to what happened earlier this week. A group of Google employees, they staged a sit-in across a number of Google offices, including one literally inside of Cloud CEO Thomas Kurian's office at headquarters. They were protesting.
We've said it 1,000 times that whenever you bring freaks like this into your company and you give them free reign, that's what they're going to do. And it's going to happen every single time. And it finally bit a company like Google in their ass, and they fired 28 employees. And again, once again, the toxic YouTubers were right once again.
A more than $1 billion Israeli government cloud contract. But instead of hearing them out or dropping the contract like Google did back in 2018 with the Pentagon AI contract in response to employee blowback, Google instead nearly immediately fired nearly 30 of the employees involved in that sit-in. And Pichai's memo now underscoring this point that this is a business, i.e. don't bring your social causes to work. That is certainly a departure of the Google we've known for the last few decades.
That's a massive departure from what we've known from Google. That's a major departure. And this is what we've said about Disney. This is what we said about Lucasfilm. This is what we have said about all of these Hollywood studios. We've said this about the game studios. And here you have Google repeating our talking points.
To further put this in context, look at Meta's announcements yesterday. It is integrating its AI assistant into its family of apps. It also announced the arrival of Llama 3, the next version of its open source large language model. So the goalposts here, they are shifting very quickly. And Google seems to understand that it needs to get its house in order so that it can keep up or take back the lead, which some feel that it's given up. Now, how it impacts the financials, the stock, the race will be certainly playing out at the top and bottom lines of the mega caps as we have been tracking. And in particular, I will be looking for more of this kind of commentary or hints of a tougher Google, a Google on the offense, which I've been talking a lot about when it reports next week. It's Tuesday. Also reports how search, its cash cow, is being impacted by the competition. You can see on your screen, guys, we've got the Magnificent Seven coming up. It is going to be a very, very busy few.
This is amazing. And if you go back to that that quote that they had right there, now again, depending on what they're actually going to do moving forward, I'm going to bring this back to where I've brought this back to many times, and I'm going to give Elon Musk a massive, massive pat on the back for this, because he is the reason that a lot of this is happening and a lot of this shift is happening, because he has literally opened up the conversation where it was not allowed to be happening before. If this is truly a direction that Google is going, and I'm not completely convinced, by the way, but if this truly is a direction that Google is going, Elon Musk is the main piece to that puzzle, because he is the richest man in the world. He is one of, if not the most, he might be the most famous person on the planet outside of Donald Trump, but he has so much influence right now, and he used that influence, that money, and that power, and he put his money where his mouth was, and he purchased Twitter, and he shifted the entire direction of social media, and he has opened up the floodgates. So I would have to give him a major piece of the credit for this if, in fact, Google does continue in this direction, which, again, I do have my reservations about that. Obviously, it's an election year, which makes me wonder how they're going to handle that, because, as you know, and I don't get too deep into politics here on this channel. However, I do that on my D-Day Cobra channel. But in terms of this being an election year and how Google's going to handle that, I will believe it when I see it. Now, a statement here, that's a pretty powerful statement coming from the Google CEO, for sure. No doubt about that. But I need to see more evidence of this. And obviously, Google obviously owns YouTube. And how is YouTube going to navigate these waters? Because that ties into the election. And we're seeing a lot of crazy things going on right now. So right now, interesting dynamics to say the least. And it will be kind of fascinating to watch this all unfold. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.